everyone, I'm so happy to be here. I'm Fernanda, I'm a product manager at Cheesecake Labs. So Cheesecake Labs is a software house based in Brazil and also in the US. And we partner with SDF and also the Akuna group to help them design and create the initial versions of the Akuna Wallet. And I think you're good to go. Let's start. Let me see if I know how to use it. Okay. So for today's agenda, first we'll talk briefly about a few challenges and problems that users face when they're trying to use crypto products and Web3. And then we also brought two case studies, one from Akuna Wallet and one from Trader. We'll talk about some of the challenges that we face, some of the insights that we had while designing those products. So let's dive in the challenges. We wanted to understand what are the problems that users face when they are trying to use crypto products and then they are trying to enter the ecosystem. So we looked into this research from Consensus and YouGov. So it's an annual survey that they do to understand the usage and the adoption of Web3. And it is an annual survey, and this one is from 2024. It had over 18K respondents from all around the world. And one of the questions they made was, what do you think are the main barriers that people face to enter crypto? And as you can see, there is a wide range of reasons as to why users are hesitant to get on chain. And we also noticed that a lot of the reasons cannot be tackled by technology alone. They can also be tackled by us, UX designers, product managers. We are able to help them get through those barriers. So, for example, technical complexity. As you can see, 10% of the users said they find it too complex, and 5% believe that the technology isn't different than what we already have right now. And this is very worrying because the users feel like the technology is not made for them. It's only made for crypto-savvy people. And I really think that we, as designers, as the builders of these products, are the ones that should be worrying about the technical complexity, especially when we are talking about mainstream users, because they should not be worrying about the technical complexity at all. This is our job. And the other thing is regarding security. A lot of users are afraid of scams or even afraid of themselves because they are afraid of making irreversible mistakes or blindsiding something, doing something that they are not aware of. So 20% said that crypto is too volatile, too risky. 70% said that there are too many scams. And again, this is all about how we frame things, because we already have a lot of solutions that use stablecoins, so they're not volatile at all. And here we are at a venue that is full of people that have good intentions. They're building things to help people. They're not building something to try to scam people. So it's all about how we frame our products, how we bring these products to the people. Right. So first I'd like to give you guys an overview of Akuna Wallet, just to make sure we are all on the same page. So the Akuna Wallet was initially tailored, designed to help African creators to get paid for their work. Today, it's a non-custodial mobile wallet that works worldwide, though some features are still only available in Ghana. So what the users can do with the Akuna Wallet. So first, they are able to create a USD virtual bank account and receive their payments through this account. Then this USD is automatically converted to USDC and sent to their Akuna Wallet. So from there, they can either hold their earnings in a digital stablecoin, which is USDC, or cash out into their local currency in Ghana. And they can also send USDC to other Akuna or Stellar users. So based on all this description, I think it's pretty obvious that our goal user base is not crypto saving. They're just people who are looking for a very simple and secure way to get paid globally and use their money locally. And now I want to show you some of the design and UX choices that we made during the development of Akuna Wallet. It's specifically about the transfer flow, which is a very crypto-heavy feature, but we made a few twists and tweaks, and we made it more approachable for the users. Okay, so one of the things that we did is trying to facilitate the transfers. The standard practice in Akuna for sending funds is through the Akuna username. So it makes it very safer and it prevents users from making mistakes because it's easier for them to verify who they're sending the funds to. But of course, we also allow users to send directly to external Stellar accounts. But this can be riskier and the users can feel less safe while doing so. So we add a few checks to make sure that they are making everything right. So for example, we verify if the account, the recipient account, can actually receive USDC before allowing the user to proceed with the full flow of the transfer. So we give them an actionable error where we ask them to verify if the recipient can actually receive USDC before continuing. So this builds trust with the user because instead of allowing them go through the full flow and getting an error at the end because the transfer will fail, we already give him this heads up and an actionable error. Another thing we do is regarding the memo. So the memo is a small piece of information that is used to identify where exactly this transfer is going to. So this is very common in exchanges. So normally, instead of creating one Stellar address for each user, exchanges create one Stellar address, and through the memo, they know for which user this transfer should go to. So if the user forgets the memo and it's actually required, the funds can be lost or get stuck. And what we did is that we require the user to actively select that a memo is not necessary before proceeding. So this way, we stop the user mid-flow, so the user can pause and verify if this information is necessary or not. So what happens here is that the continue button only gets enabled if the user either fills in the memo field or checks that a memo is not necessary. So this is enforced in Akuna because most of our users are not crypto savvy. And if they are using this feature to send it to an external wallet in Stellar, they are probably sending it to an exchange. And a memo will probably be necessary. And finally, when users are moving money, they are very anxious. They are very scared of losing funds and very afraid of making mistakes as well. So we added a final checkpoint at the end of each flow that requires the user to sign a transaction to send funds. So it lets the users reveal everything, so who they're sending it to, how much they are sending it, if there are any fees, and etc. before continuing. So this helps them a lot because they feel more in control. It builds trust, and also helps to avoid the sense of blind signing something. So this is what I had to share with you regarding Akuna. Now I'll pass it on to Charles so he can talk a little bit more about Freighter.